All right.
You know we're live, bro.
No, he didn't.
So today it is live now.
Oh.
My pants are on.
Today
You didn't even tell me.
Sunday, August the 23rd.
Yeah, he didn't say it.
Joined by some new people this week. Alex Nocter, the original draft controversy this season. Luke, I don't really know Luke.
Oh, snap. Great entrance.
Thanks, I'm glad to be here.
Lisa, and then of course Tonya back co-hosting. So actually, Lisa's played Monday nights once before, so Luke and Alex, why'd you play Monday nights?
Would you like to answer first?
So
Luke, I don't know you.
So I got drafted. Actually, it was the last
Why'd
second.
you sign up?
Well, okay. So I signed up because last second, AJ told me to sign up, and then he flopped and didn't choose me. So
Oh.
yeah.
He got you to sign up, he didn't even draft.
I'm actually glad I wasn't on his team because it's
No. His team is
I
kind of
saved you. You're welcome.
I also signed up because AJ, talked to me
so
into
that is
playing.
confirmed. Then.
Oh, okay. Well,
I mean, I already knew that anyway. But
How is it? I've confirmed it every time anybody asks me that question. I was in Portland. I was pretty drunk, maybe influenced in other ways as well at the time. And AJ was like, "Why don't you sign up for draft?" I was like, "Oh, I love kickball, so sure." And it was a little late.
So you've already got 2 comments. Chris Lloyd, who's on your team, says always matching that headband. And then Matt Crawford said, "Did Alex Knocker just come out of the Jumanji board?"
I mean, it's my favorite place to be.
So
I love just some Jumanji, bro.
I can't confirm or deny, but he might have spent a little bit of time in the bathroom prepping for the podcast.
It's
so.
important, you got to change up your clothes. I might have had a full
And
costume.
Luke was very upset about that because he's like, "Wait, that's a thing?"
I did not know
He didn't know ahead of time. So.
Take that shirt off.
All right, so where do we want to start? Let's see here.
It doesn't even match.
It does matter.
So some real kickball stuff. Lights, obviously a problem on Monday nights. The good news, I got a chance to talk to the head supervisor, manager person for Virginia Beach Parks and Rec, and she's very helpful. And she said, hey, I'll make sure I personally reach out, talk to the guy on Monday night. So fingers crossed, it will not be an issue in the future.
Personally, I like it the way it is. You never know if they're going to turn on. They're like, surprise, I'm Lisa, I came to the podcast, type of deal. They're like, we thought our game might end, might not end, and then boom, the lights come on. It's a fun time.
Oh. So let's go over last week's games real quick here. So let's pull some scores here. So, grudge match game. Moist Cakes beat Run the Jewels 13-6.
I can't speak on this other than there's a lot of smack talk between these 2 teams,
especially in the captain's group.
I can't remember what they said was going to happen to the losing team, but I hope they actually held their part of the bet, like making out with the other person when they lose, flip cup, etc.
No, that does sound interesting.
But I mean, a score of 13-6 doesn't really surprise me. The grass is super long, and Run the Jewels is they're struggling. I blame it on their captain.
Get over here. Close game. Thick Kick Energy beat Kicking Grass 4-0.
This one I don't know anything other than if they were able to kick through the grass, they probably would have scored more than 0 runs.
Oh, true.
So
I'll say this about Kicking Grass. Like, all this season, like, none of their games have really been blowouts. Like, all their games have been close. Like, even against the top teams, they don't lose by a lot. But they don't blow out, like, any teams that maybe they should blow out. So, I don't know what to think about them. But obviously they're a team that's in every game.
no, I think they're a very solid defensive team. Their offense isn't special, so they're not going to score a whole lot of runs on you, but they're also not going to give up a whole lot either. So I think that kind of explains what's happening with their scores.
Crushing Balls, 11-0 over Better Not Be Lame.
Now that one I was involved in. It was rough first inning. I think we gave up 6 or 7, or it felt like a whole lot. It might not have been that many, but it was a disaster. Yeah, you guys were also involved in that game, so why don't you guys talk about it?
Go for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, why did you run the score up on the brand new team?
Why did we do what?
Why'd you run the score up on the
I
brand new
think
team?
on their part, I think they have some talent, but they don't have the communication down because there were a lot of missed cues and everything, and like throwing the ball, and it would just go and it would be a dead ball. But there was just a lot of miscommunication on that team, and I don't think that, you know.
So you mean when you guys were up like 7-8-0, you still went and got the extra base anyway?
Oh, you gotta get a practice in.
Okay.
I mean, I will say, Crushing Balls had 5 different pitchers in that game. You know, I was gonna say they maybe a little misogynistic, but they actually did put a girl to pitch the last inning. You know, I was gonna give them a hard time if they didn't. So, I will say they definitely weren't out for blood. We were just kind of giving it away. The Jeep squad, we weren't really prepared. And like you said, communication was way off, and we were kind of, we played a little bit better in the second game, even though the score was about the same.
All right. So 7:30 games. Kicking grass 4-3 against Run the Jewels, which is closer than I expected. Again, going back, like, Thick Kick's the #1 team right now. They lose 0-4, but then they only beat Run the Jewels 4-3.
Yeah. Again, my team was playing again, back to back. So I don't know a whole lot about this game other than Davin decided to show up for Run the Jewels. I don't think that's a regular thing for him, like showing up to games. But what I did see was like he was fucking bombing some balls. There was a couple of balls that he kicked that were over on our field, and I just saw him running around. So I don't think anybody else from Run the Jewels was doing anything offensively since they scored 3, and it was probably 2 for Davin.
I mean, that's believable, so I'll go with it. Billy Goats 13-1 over Better Not Be Lame.
This one, the score looks terrible. Like you wouldn't think it was close. It was tight for a little while. I think it was 2-1 maybe through 3 innings, and then the wheels fell off the bus for us. The lights got non-existent, and we definitely struggled. But then they popped right on for our last kick, so that was it was like a surprise. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I hope that they are not reliable next week either. Okay. Maybe bowl games, did you just make them reliable? They turn on like at 7:30 or something? I don't know.
We'll see. Hopefully they come on early. We'll see. And then Crushing Balls 5-1 over Audios.
Let's hear your take
That
first.
was a good game.
So my take, Lisa trucked me at first base.
Why'd you get knocked over? Why'd you get run over?
You got a really bad throw and you dove in front of me.
Did you, with elbow extend?
I thought about
Like,
it,
in the
but
throat?
I missed.
Yeah, it was not a good throw. I reflexively reached for it, and as soon as I did, I'm like, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. Because out of the corner of my eye, she was like, you had that before
my
the game.
pre-bruised arm, you attacked.
Oh, she cleated me too.
I don't remember that.
Oh, check it. Hold on. See that? She cleated me too.
When
your-
did I have a chance?
Yeah, that's terrible.
When did I have a chance
Show it
to
to
do
the
that?
viewers.
Man.
Is that when you had the other bad throw to first and you tried to dive at the base?
Oh, wait. Are you talking about the one where I got you out?
The one that I actually slid into first for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why you slid.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
It was because I don't know. But that was a good game. It was really close until I think.
Was it head first or did you feet first slide?
Don't ask me that because it was the wrong decision.
It was just sideways. This is kind of.
Apparently, I cleated him somehow, but yeah, no, it was a close game up until 1 inning, and there was one mistake that got us runs. But like overall, it was very tight. Both teams were doing a really good job.
And y'all.
Minus your first baseman.
The darkness helped.
Although Ricky stepped up, I didn't even realize. Like I forgot Tatum was on your team and he wasn't even there. So Ricky stepped up and he was a beast at Charger.
So yeah, Ricky hasn't played Charger for us this season. Particularly, it's been Tatum, and the ball's a little wet too.
Well, that's because the grass was trash.
Yeah, I mean the grass was only like 7 or 8 inches high, so
That's average. It's pretty average.
But
Yeah,
no, it was like I said, it was primarily one bad inning.
And then the lights went out. We
And
couldn't
then
see.
the lights went out. And
We
it only
tried
got
to make
worse.
it to second on a really bad decision. And
That's true. That's true. I should have stayed. But you know, we were down 5 runs at that point, so just trying to make something happen. It didn't work
Well,
out.
yeah, we played that last inning. So.
Can we swing back to the 6:30 games? I don't think we got Tanya's take on, she didn't.
Oh, yeah, that's right. How bad did you beat AJ's team? I mean, it was 13-6, so you guys doubled them up. So
It was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, I was hiding in the background of my team because the smack talk was
Oh, it was
Pretty
out there.
intense.
Well, no, you're in the captain's group too, so
I-
you've
yes.
seen the whole stuff go down.
Yes,
I'm useless.
it was pretty good, except that damn grass that was out there.
Oh yeah.
The grass, same grass.
Did anybody trip over grass? Anybody see anybody in the outfield fall?
Oh, I do
Yeah,
want to
straight
make I
grass.
do want to shout out to Julia because she did come in on this one play and called off our first baseman, and she caught the ball right at her fingertips over her back like this. It was amazing.
Oh, I saw that.
Yes.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
in the outfield.
Shout
I
out to
saw that.
Julia.
Yeah, that was a really good catch.
Yeah, because we didn't do a shout out thread this past week.
I always forget to do that. I got so much stuff going on.
They're pretty good in the peninsula about doing shout out threads.
Anybody
Oh,
have any
yeah, I like
shout outs?
that.
Anybody have some
Yeah.
shout outs?
Hey, you know what?
Shout out now?
Monday night was bigger than Peninsula, so I'll take that.
Shout out to Hot Boys.
OG.
All right, so
Hashtag OG Hot Girls, let's go.
so here are the standings right now. So Thick Kick pretty much has a lock on number 1. Crushing Balls 2, Adios number 3. So unless something really weird happens this coming Monday, those are not going to change.
Well, but if Thick Kick loses and Crushing Balls wins as the fourth,
Like I said,
unless
unless
are you
unexpected.
guaranteeing Thick Kick energy with a dub here?
oh,
I guess who?
we can go into predictions later, but
Yeah, who do they play?
so
They're
Better
playing
not
us
be first.
first.
Crushing ball.
Oh, they got 2 games.
the big thing to watch here, because
Well,
it's only the
they
top
got
4 make the
I
playoffs.
don't know if they do.
Moist Cake and Kicking Grass, they played each other.
Ooh, okay, so it's basically
Whoever
winner
wins
go,
that game,
winner go home. Type
unless, but again, kind of leave the other games. Kicking Grass has only 1 game left. Moist
deal.
Cakes
Says a
needs to
doubleheader.
win their first game and then be Kicking Grass. But so let's look at the upcoming games. All right, so Billy Goat's playing Crushing Balls. I expect Crushing Balls to win this game.
Oh,
It depends. I mean,
just based
maybe,
on records.
You know, if Crushing Balls, Triangle comes in like super hammered, you never know what could happen. Billy Goats
That's
could
true.
take it.
That's true. I mean, you might not score a single run in a game.
You put a whole lot of
that
alcohol.
could happen. That could happen.
You give Mario a whole bunch of shots, I can guarantee
But
you
I
can
mean,
throw the game away.
that's the
So-
thing. Nothing is 100%.
Except Mario's talking when he's drunk.
Oh. Or when the ball's fully inflated.
Oh, that's what's happening.
So Billy Goes playing Crushing Balls. Audio's playing Better Not Be Lame. Thick Kick. Thick Kick playing Moist Cakes.
Don't get tackled at first.
Don't
Are you,
have
are you
to be at
saying I
first
should
base.
slide into first? Is that what your advice?
Oh,
Yes, definitely. The
These
whole
are
game
2
slide at
different
first base.
situations. 2 different situations.
And then the second half, Kicking Grass plays Moist Cakes. That'll be assuming teams win that should win based on where they've ended up so far. That'll be the big game.
If Moist Cakes loses to Thick Kick Energy in the first game, can they get in even with a win over Kicking Grass?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do
So,
research.
because right now Moist
Kicking
Cakes has
Grass
played
would be
5
3 and
games, Kicking
4,
Grass has played 6.
And they'd be 3 and.
So if Moist
4
Cakes
and 3.
loses the first game, they're still tied with Kicking
If
Grass.
Moist Cakes beats Thick Kick Energy in the first game, do they automatically get in?
No. Wait. Ooh. No, because let's say
They'd
they
be
win the
4 and
first
3,
game, they'd be 4 and
they
3.
would lose the tiebreaker.
So that's really what it comes down to. Almost whatever scenario, whoever wins that game is going to make it in. And then Billy Goats Adios and Thick Kick Energy Run the Jewels.
We can just keep
Oh,
going.
yeah.
Why is everybody laughing when I say Run the Jewels? Come on.
Here's another question. Can
Run away.
Adios fall to the 4 seed if they somehow slip up against the Jeep squad?
So if
Is there any movement that can?
I want to
between
say
1
no.
and
So
3?
Adios already has 3 wins. So if
3
if Adios dropped both games,
Oh, you guys
so-
have a doubleheader?
yeah. So if we lost to Better Not Be
Yeah.
Lame and Billy Goats, then we could find ourselves out of the playoffs.
Oh no.
But
But Moist
don't
Cakes would
see
have
that
to.
happening.
Moist Cakes would have to win.
Well, actually, Moist. If we drop both
You
games,
can
Moist
drop
Cakes or Kicking Grass
Yeah, it's
would
still gonna go out.
lock it in. Pretty much, if you get 4 wins, you're going to be in. As it stands right now.
But even in that scenario, right? If Moist Cakes gets 2 wins, Kicking Grass will be 3 and 4, which means you still get in. I think your spot.
Well,
is locked.
we have.
So if Moist Cakes drops one of their 2, you're in. And so in any scenario, worst case scenario, Adios is sitting for.
Well, okay. For example, let's say Kicking Grass beat Moist Cakes, ended up 4-3,
Yeah, but then Moist
and
Cakes is
we
out.
ended up
Worst they've got-
3-1-1. Obviously, they have a better record.
Oh, 4-3.
But as long as we win one game, we're pretty much locked in.
He's drinking.
What about time?
I'm drinking this.
Bro, get the fuck out of here!
You didn't even
Alright.
drink it.
I had a
You
sip.
have a drink.
Yeah, but it's about to be gone.
There's
So do you guys want to issue your predictions for upcoming week games?
Yes.
Don't be scared. It's all right.
Let's start this way.
No, Luke first. All right.
Why am I starting?
We
All
wanna
right.
hear
So
it.
Billy Goat's crushing balls. What does everybody think?
You got it.
Crushing balls.
I've got crushing balls.
But like, it's gonna be a fun game. It's gonna
Yeah.
be fun.
Better not be lame adios.
Even
Adios.
Adios.
They've already played.
I also
What
like.
you do?
No,
We have not played, but
Oh.
we're looking for our first win, and I don't think it's coming this week.
Thick kick and moist cakes. I'm gonna go with thick kick.
I get the kick probably.
Yep.
Kicking grass and moist cakes.
I don't know.
I want to say moist cakes.
I'm going kicking grass in this
yeah,
one.
I'm gonna go with
I-
it
Honestly,
was actually a
don't
close
know.
game for crushing balls.
This is the first one that we've had dissent on.
Yeah.
who's
Oh
winning.
yeah, we played moist
They-
cakes
they didn't-
first. Oh, we
Well,
can.
we played.
It'll be
moist
interesting
cakes,
because pressure will be
Grass is
on.
second.
Make a
Kicking
choice.
grass
So, yeah,
was-
who's your
you
pressure
were more
squad here?
majority than moist cakes.
I'll go with kicking grass.
It's true.
I'm not coming back.
I think it's gonna be very
I'm done with the
uncomfortable.
casting.
But if we go with names, I think moist cakes is a cooler name.
All right,
Yeah.
Billy goes
Billy Goat's
Adios.
adios. I'm gonna go with adios again.
Adios.
I'm actually gonna go Billy Goats on this one.
Yeah, Billy
You know,
Goats has a
Adios,
good day.
Adios
They
is
can
most
get,
likely taking a win the first one. They're gonna be feeling confident and they feel like they don't need
Oh.
it. Billy Goats with a slide in here.
Well, you
They're
know,
trying to
that's
catch
a
up.
good point because if we win the first one,
Exactly.
we're locked for
You're already
top
locked in
four.
top four,
I'm
so
gonna
it's
watch
not
that
important.
game.
Which one?
The Billy Goats and audience.
Why would you watch that one if it's the kicking grass moist cakes, win or go home
Well,
situation?
maybe they're right next to each other and I
They're-
can
no, they're not.
multitask.
And then finally, thick kick and run the jewels. I'm going with thick kick.
No, just,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what?
No.
I'm gonna go with thick kick.
Okay.
Oh,
Really
man.
threw everybody off the scent there.
Everyone's like, what is he gonna do it? And you're like, no. Alright. Oh, so we're done with that. So let's talk about fall a little bit.
Hope, please.
So
You're gonna leave, isn't it?
so we already have 12 teams for fall.
Are those new colors over there?
Yeah, he hid them from everybody.
What?
There's the
Interesting.
Steelers yellow and you didn't tell
There's a
me
straight up orange. Texas
Those aren't
orange?
new colors.
Those are
I've
old
never seen those.
colors.
They're old,
that.
ugly
Yeah, but they
ones.
weren't
Oh,
from
other
It
there
than-
was
before.
The red hot
so
chili
last
ones,
week
solid.
Brent got a shipment from one of the Club Walker warehouses that were closing down, and it was a bunch of old shirt colors. So we got a bunch of old shirt colors in. So obviously we're trying to use them up.
Ice gray.
I know what
Cool.
color my team is.
Um,
Oh yeah, we're green again. Or orange.
yeah.
We reuse shirts.
So we've got the TNA Experience, Aquatic Blue, Balls of Glory Bright Aqua, Hot Boys, Cardinal Red, Team 6 Charcoal. I do know they have custom jerseys. They had them back in spring.
What do they look like?
Ooh, it's like a Punisher kind of logo on the front center.
Are they gray as well? Or?
They are
It's like a
charcoal
charcoal
colored, yep.
black.
With I think they're highlighted with like a navy blue. They're pretty good looking jerseys. Fireballs 2 Deep, wearing black,
2 deep is 2 deep.
Deep roster.
or 23 Deep.
23 teams.
Kick Integrity is wearing the Kelly Green, which is like a medium green color. Miss Peach's Fried Chicken, wearing the neon green. OG Hot Boys, wearing neon orange.
OG.
Kicked Out, wearing True Royal. May Contain Alcohol,
Jeep
which
Squad.
is the Jeep Squad team. Wearing white. They filled up pretty quickly, actually.
They're missing something, right?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's missing somebody.
Bay Steelers wearing gold,
Mm.
and Red Hot Chili Kickers wearing coral. We also have custom jerseys.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're not coral?
Well, it's red and black are our jersey colors.
Okay.
So.
Well, there's no,
You change your jersey up for the season, and basically the same as last
Same
season?
as last season.
there's no red up
Yeah, there's no like red color.
Hmm.
So those are the fall teams. So there's a podcast question. Let's cherry pick a little bit here. Whose team looks more promising in the fall?
Are we talking about talent or fun?
I got this.
I think people want to know who's going to win fall is what they're asking.
Well, who
Who's
else?
gonna keep their name? That's the
Yeah,
question.
I'm just curious. Like who's sponsored in this league? Do you know?
Like team-wise?
Yeah, like who's reached out and gotten sponsors?
Red Hot Chili Kickers got sponsors. We got Fireball
We had
sponsor.
one.
Or no?
We had partial sponsorship from Fireball last fall.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, I know Hot Boys. They're making moves right now. That's word on the street.
What kind of moves?
Like like sunglass moves. That's all I can say. You'll see.
All right, so let's start with this. Let's say, looking at the rosters, and again, rosters aren't everything. You need team chemistry, everything else. Just raw talent on the rosters. Who would you pick as the number one team going into fall?
Well, if it's a brawl, I would say Fireballs too deep because they got 23.
But if we're talking best team name, definitely OG Hot Boys. But if I'm looking at talent, for a roster, I would say Hot Boys probably is the most talented roster. I think it would be tough to manage, but as long as they find some chemistry, I think that they're the phase.
So, I do agree with that assessment. People asked me last week and on the podcast, I'm like, roster right now, if I had to pick someone to win, Hot Boys. They have a very stacked roster.
We're talking about who's going to win, the social scene. I kind of like may contain alcohol and take that.
I think they have a very good shot.
They got to make sure they're committed to picking up those bases. They're missing out on. They got those Jeep picks on lock, baby.
Do they all have Jeeps?
Yeah, I'm like the only one.
Yeah.
You're Sebring.
and there's something to be said for that because
Do you need a bar?
they were playing with 9 players one week, and they almost beat Moist Cakes, and the one person without a Jeep wasn't there. So
Yeah, I know. So
Bad juju.
they were winning that game going to the bottom of the 6th inning.
Shoot, you
And
can borrow my
with
Jeep
9
if you
people.
want.
in the fall they're looking good.
So no, it's that would be my favorite if I had to pick one. After that, I mean, there's a lot of good teams this coming fall, like legitimately good teams.
I think it'll be a fun season. Everybody I think is looking forward to that OG Hot Boys matchup.
Oh, yeah. They're playing week 1. So.
I think Team 6 and Miss Peach's Fried Chicken are very solid teams as well. There's definitely some talented teams here that can catch Hot Boys sleeping, or maybe they get too ripped at the bar beforehand.
We don't sleep and we don't get drunk. So
Yeah.
next question.
That's
please.
not your team.
So I'll go with this. If I had to pick the top 4 teams for fall right now, I would say Hot Boys, Miss Peach's Fried Chicken, put OG Hot Boys in there. 4th one's a little rough because Kick Integrity's roster is not complete yet. Team 6 is a very solid roster too. So right now I'd have to go with Team 6 as a 4th in the top 4. But I'm sure there'll be a lot of debate about that because the way I like to schedule, so especially with 12 plus teams, I'll break the league up into kind of 3 groups. So kind of like the bottom third, middle third, and top third. Top third will all play each other to start, bottom third will play each other, middle third. And pretty much the top third will never play the bottom third. So they're going to have to play their tier or 1 tier below them. Bottom teams will play their tier, mid-tier. So I'm sure a lot of captains will be downplaying their team like, oh, I'm not really that good. Our team isn't that stacked,
Yeah.
trying to get some easier games. But I try to do that non-draft seasons because everybody makes playoffs anyway. So it's just the
Is
interest.
I think it's a
always
good
been-
strategy. I think sometimes though it messes up the seating, but
Yeah.
it's,
Well, and at the end of the day,
it's
like,
the best for people enjoying
Yeah.
their time overall.
because, I mean, my goal as a commissioner, I want people to play again. So, if you're on a brand new team and your first 3 games are against teams that destroy you, like Mercy Rule you in pretty much 3 innings, the likelihood that you're going to come back is pretty low.
I think the fact that you have 12 teams coming to the season is impressive. you look at all the Waka leagues across Hampton Roads area, they've definitely been kind of weeded out by teams that have been crushing
I think Thursday
things for a while. Well, that never had any life to it anyways, but
Is it normally like 12 teams like this, or?
No, like when I took over the league, it was like 5 teams.
Oh,
So it's just been slowly growing year over year.
that's the sound of us. Are you gonna be listening?
So also related to fall,
Yes.
someone noted that, hey, someone said, have we hit 200 yet? Yes.
Oh wow, that was pretty quick.
So the 200 limit was based on, we were going to be maxing out at 12 teams, and that was based on 50 people per field area. The other positive news coming out of the phone call I had with Parks and Rec, not quite limited to 50. So we can go above 12 teams
Okay.
for fall. So I would say right now we're looking at least 13 teams. I would like to get to 14 because it makes my life easier for scheduling.
Yeah, 13 is a nightmare.
Yeah. Plus 14 teams would be awesome if we get rainouts, because I could have 5 fields set up, have 4 teams ref 5 games, which is very doable, and have a lot of teams having a doubleheader to make up games, which would be, I mean, the way fall or summer's gone with rainouts, I don't even want to think about fall yet. We'll see. So I would like to get to 14 teams. I think it's doable though. We got another 3 weeks. Actually 2.5, I guess. So I may cut it off, but that's doable. So registration is still open. Sign up.
Is there a limit? Or is it just like?
Oh. I would probably still cap at
400.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
I will cap at some
That's
point.
not
And then
even
we'll
size
all
of
fit
one.
into bucket heads.
I mean, honestly, like, I don't think parking out there can support that many people.
Park by the
Oh,
frisbee.
everybody's gonna have to like meet
Well,
up
you gotta be
somewhere.
careful because they close those gates earlier than the rest of the park.
Well,
Yeah.
then, carpool party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
carpool. We're gonna
Obviously,
meet at Wawa.
Parking bucket heads, so you have a good parking spot there, and then carpool
oh
back
wow.
to the field.
There you go. That is
Next
thinking ahead.
level.
Then walk.
No.
You
And
can
then
walk.
walk on over.
Oh, you're gonna walk
over.
Yeah, you would walk over.
And this will be by far the largest season on Monday nights yet,
Sweet.
which is crazy during the COVID.
It's not. We're all like signed up for everything forever.
You maybe look at leagues across the area.
So related to that, that was one of the little asterisks on the entry list was flu
What?
season.
What is that?
So we're still going to be checking temperatures. That's still going to be a thing. So if you have a fever, you will not be playing.
So,
Also, I think people have been doing an awesome job being sick, flu symptoms, staying home. That's very important. Not just for the league in general, but for your team too. Like, if your whole team gets sick and you can't play, well, guess what? You're forfeiting a game. So
shout out to my team, Jeep Squad. We've had a couple of people that have, tested positive for COVID, and people have tested negative, but every one of them stayed home,
Yep.
quarantined.
no, and that is
and
huge.
we've kept the infection down.
How do you
Nice.
get stats
So-
for that?
Yeah, do you want to know them?
So my recommendations.
Tested, one was positive, one was negative. Out of I don't know how many people we got. 18.
My recommendation for fall, because fall kicks off flu season. 1, I'd recommend a flu shot. I know a lot of people are like, flu shots.
2.
But
Too.
Recommend
But here's
a
the
COVID
thing.
shot.
if you get the flu, you're
Don't
going to
be
have
the-
the
don't be
same
the first
exact
round.
symptoms.
Don't be the
So-
first
Get
round.
that Russian.
If you got the
The
flu and
Russian
you come
person.
out there with a fever, guess what? You're not playing that day. So
So are you getting the flu shot from 2015 or the flu shot from 2017?
Which one's cheaper?
the one for
That's
this
how-
coming
that's how that
year,
works.
the one this coming year.
Because you're not covering the flu. You're covering the strain from what, 2015?
No, so for the flu shot, they try to pick the 3 or 4 most likely strains.
Who's they and how do they get to
CDC.
determine what is most likely?
CDC.
Yes, you should know this.
Well, because it's like
I
just because
love
it's
it. You
flu
love it.
season,
That's-
just because it's flu season doesn't mean that flu doesn't exist outside of the flu season.
Correct.
So they have some indicators like, hey, we're seeing these strains start to take off. Look, they don't always get it right, but even if it's not 100%, guess what? It might be enough to keep you below fever where you can still play. So,
Or you just take
Look.
the Tylenol.
just a recommendation,
Yeah.
but just know that there will probably be. We haven't had it yet on Monday night during summer, but I can almost guarantee during fall there will be people. We will check their temperature and they will alarm and we will tell them they cannot play because they have a fever.
And then we riot, and it's just like the cancer tournament.
Okay.
No,
That was a two-time report.
no.
Yeah, segued right there. A segued.
I know everything is crazy right now, but is there any word on this year's Waka Kicks Cancer Tournament? Last time I talked to Brent, it is still planned.
Was that October or November?
October. Look, when it comes to scheduling all this stuff right now, Brent and I are literally like, we're looking a month out. That's about as far as we look. So October, like, look, talk to us in September. So.
It's almost there.
Mm-hmm.
We're close. You gotta keep our cool this year. Ours keep it
Yeah. No drunk people. We just
I
kick
mean,
all the drunk
that's
people out.
all the kickball players. You gotta be more specific.
Look, no drunk people at the field. How about that?
Still kickball players.
All right. Oh yeah, I already mentioned that you trucked me at first base. I can check that one.
That was a question?
No, it was a
It's a
joke.
personal question.
Oh.
So this did not happen on Monday nights. There was a base coach interference call up on the peninsula.
Okay, I was there for that.
Were you
I
the
was on this game.
interference?
No, I was on this game though.
So the original story that went into because this went into the Club Waka Kickball Rules group, and they were absolutely starved for anything because this is a pretty low end baseline question, not like a super like nuanced type rule. I think there were well over 100 comments on this in the kickball.
Yeah,
there
some
was.
people were like,
Yeah.
wait, what?
Yeah.
Were you playing
So glad I
kickball?
know that
So,
was going on.
so the original story was that the runner rounded third base and just happened to collide into the third base coach.
God, we're still talking about Wednesdays?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a major time. Anyway, so
it was a pretty intense.
according to the rules, that's not an out. It's just
It says assist, so it leaves a lot of room
exactly.
to
But then the
It's
information
assistant.
came out that the third base coach was trying to stop the runner from going to home.
Which would
So
be
if the
assist.
third base coach gets in the way and causes an impact, preventing him from going to home, that is physically interacting and assisting with the runner, which you're not allowed to do. So, based on all the information, the correct call would be the runner would be out as soon as it happened.
I think it would be easier if the language just changed to anytime you contact someone on your team that's not in the field of play, they're out. Then you don't give, like
There's no
interpretation for
Well, that's
the
true, but
referee,
like,
People
just
get
not-
high
what
fives
happens if
for-
someone
Because-
high five coming around third on a
Well,
home
they
run?
fucking shouldn't do that.
They
You're
should wait till
fucking
the
out.
play is
yeah,
dead.
Yeah, wait till they. Why would you be preemptively celebrating anyways? What if they get thrown out? High five them before they get thrown out. Like I
Yeah,
mean,
wait
we're
till the
just-
play's dead,
Alright.
high five, then move on.
So apparently I missed some comments here.
Oh.
Hold on.
Lord, are there a lot?
all questions for Lisa Cardi.
No,
Wait,
there's
Mafalda,
not.
why do you like yellow as a shirt color?
Who, you or me? Because I like yellow.
No, Mafalda.
Base stealer color?
Yeah.
That's not yellow, that's gold.
Gold. It is gold.
Goldenrod.
But I think Mafalda would call it yellow though.
Yeah, why does she likes orange?
Black and
Why-
yellow.
Why
yeah,
does she
she
like
likes
it?
yellow.
But she likes
She would
orange.
Call it yellow.
Oh.
Her favorite color is orange. I hope
Um,
you do that.
Orange?
So when they were talking about the top teams, Hot Boys was mentioned in the chat. Caitlin Go said base Steelers, but I don't think that's going to be a top team in fall. I think they're bottom third tier.
OG hot girls.
Hacker.
Brianna asked, how many teams are Chlor teams? Just one that I know of came over from Chlor
Wait, for what? For fall?
for fall. Miss Peach's Fried Chickens.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're
We
cool.
play them on Fridays. They're good.
Second comment by Brianne. Lauren Moat says you need a co-commissioner to work all this out.
Do you have a co-commissioner?
I do not. Well, I do kind of. Tonya is. Tonya helps a lot,
Shout out to
which is
Tonya
awesome.
for all the help.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tonya.
You're a professional.
Brianne says our peanut gallery was better. I don't know.
Who just said that? Who said that?
Brianne.
Oh, yeah.
from last week.
Well,
I saw her crawl after a ball.
And Mafalda was actually talking about your shirt color because it's Adios' colors, but I was just trolling her about the color
Well,
yellow, which is a topic for her.
This is a nice color, and that's why I decided to wear it. You mentioned.
And you brought change of
That's not the
clothes,
same color
unlike
though,
somebody.
technically.
It's
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
It's close. I mean,
When you're,
Bro, look at that.
maybe to them.
What are we looking
who's
at?
anybody?
What?
Alright. And, ooh, hold on, where's the there we go.
See it.
Bro, get the fuck out of here. You're wearing this gray that matches nothing that you have.
So I'll
on.
throw up an image. It's typically linked on the league page anyway, but this will be our field setup for fall with the field names.
God, that's a lot of fields.
So shore, tennis, water lot, and dog. Up to
Outfield is
5
pretty
depending on what we
Whether
need
you're
in any
out of
given
14 teams.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get more spray paint so I can help.
week. Yeah.
Outfield is
Spray painted fields.
Is this for
today.
this
So,
No. Well, these are always the field names. For this coming week, we're just using tennis, water, and lot.
So to be sure, Buckheads is towards the left when you leave. Like when you get on short drive, you go
No,
hard
no,
left.
no, definitely right.
You go
See
straight.
the giant
Straight?
arrow?
You could try to go straight, but you're not gonna get too far.
You get the short drive, you turn back to the fields. It's like
Yeah.
right
is
there.
there a joke here? Did you get lost? Less than a mile away, you got lost.
Yeah.
All right. So back to the.
How many games are being played on the tennis courts?
None.
Oh, okay. One says tennis.
That's just because it's the field closest to tennis courts.
Yo, they were stuck in the dark too. It was pretty funny. I
Yeah.
forgot about them, and the lights came like, oh shoot, the tennis people were stuck in the dark.
Yeah, their lights came on instantly.
I did.
It
Yes.
always took 10 minutes.
They
to
probably
go.
got blinded.
All right. So I guess we will dip into the mailbag now.
That's right.
Who are the biggest party animals in the league?
Well, I humped half of them last night.
Oh yeah. Who was that exactly?
I don't
Please
know.
explain.
I'll have to see if anyone comments. There are a lot.
What, you can only tell a story if they comment on it? You expect everybody
Comment to say,
they humped
what's the
last night
story?
to be watching?
We're
That's-
here.
that's
How many
really,
people are watching?
Really, it's a really high standard.
Yeah.
72 people are watching right now?
Oh, I doubt it.
Where did you get that?
Yeah,
I
I was
doubt it.
72 people turned off when I saw you had that gray fucking tank top on that doesn't match your shorts.
Oh, okay, I'll just take it
You
off.
really want him to take that shirt off.
Yeah.
You know when you're.
It's for the viewers.
I know when
I think this is a holdover from last
you're
week.
skipping that one?
No.
Alright.
Wait, no, you can answer
Says-
it.
To answer it, I would say anybody on, I would say Adios parties really hard. They're at the bar super late on Mondays. And then I would say Jeep Squad, they party before the games, they party after the games. I would say, and then there's a few people, sprinkled, in between. But if we're talking teams mostly, it's Adios and Jeep Squad. Oh yeah, actually no, that's not true. Crushing balls is always at the bar.
We've gotten a
Like,
social
they're at
points
the
every
bar.
week.
It's got a lot of
Yeah.
DUIs.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
How many dooies you got?
Thanks.
Hey Ryan, when are you gonna get a girlfriend? That's probably a holdover from last week.
You don't need one, baby.
I'll say this.
Oh, Lord.
2020 has been a very good year for me, but
Yeah, I seen it.
not in a huge rush finding the right person. So.
Aw.
Well, I mean, what's the advantage of having a random girlfriend? Really?
Whose girlfriends are random?
Yeah, wait, you just like mashed up.
I
What is this,
mean,
Love is Blind?
Normally
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
like,
That's a
hey,
dumb show.
what's up,
That's a
girl?
dumb show.
I've never met you before, but you want
Once
to
they
be my
got
girlfriend?
once they got out of the boxes, it was a really dumb show.
How close was everyone's predictions?
To what?
What? I have no idea.
Why'd you put
We
that
could
down?
say in general.
They were actually super close.
Yeah.
Mine are always right.
Mine
I
are
knew
They're
that-
far off.
I
Mine were
knew my
actually
team
dead
was
on.
gonna be awesome,
They're
and
way
here
out.
we are being awesome.
All right. All guess top or bottom energy.
I'm a topper, for sure. Yeah, I like to do the work. I don't like to be at the bottom and, sit and watch as much.
That was the question?
That was the question.
Who's tops?
Did you not read?
Top or bottom?
I skimmed over them. I'm a top, for sure.
Top.
Yeah. Wait, so we're all tops?
Well, it says guests.
Oh, co-host can answer it too.
I have all the energy.
Oh, okay.
You're taking
Oh,
both?
yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
choose both. It's a one or
It's
or the-
2020.
You can
Yes, you
choose
can.
both. You can choose both.
Actually, yeah, because they could have said top,
Yes.
bottom, or switch. So
Hey, sometimes it gets tiring.
That turns into like some kind of whirlwind.
Oh, like Carter.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Is Luke Freeman single?
One syllable.
You're not gonna answer.
I
that
am.
one?
I
It's the
am.
first
Whoever
Oh, he
question to
is,
you.
he
Okay.
is.
I am single.
Yeah. Don't keep the viewers waiting.
No, yeah. Hey, all 183 of you.
Oh.
Yeah, our
That
number,
camera
our
just
numbers
moved?
The white one?
It has been. Yeah, it's always moving.
Yeah.
Who's controlling it?
It's
It's-
mysterious.
Oh, it's tracking motion.
Oh shit, I didn't see that. Why?
You should have the
So-
viewers control.
Could you stop deflecting from the answer?
I said I'm single. What do you want?
That's all we wanted to hear.
No, that's not that.
No, not good.
Well, who wanted to hear that? That's
Everybody.
Oh.
He wants a random boyfriend.
Well, sorry, I already hit on Keel a little bit. So.
no script.
Oh, hold on. I'll let you see those comments if you want to answer anything.
Where the? Wait. Oh no. Caitlin, why?
Why are you turning him down? I mean,
Okay, well,
Oh,
everyone,
wait, hold on.
hold on.
Can I
Everyone
answer
saw
your
it, so I have to
question?
answer
Doesn't have to
it.
be.
I didn't
But
see it.
Everyone
That's
saw it,
out
so I have to
there.
answer it. I have to fuck, marry, kill on this couch.
Oh.
Oh no.
Ooh.
I think you're all getting killed.
That's not a choice. It's not a kill game.
Okay. No, don't hate me now.
Yeah.
We're gonna fuck, marry, and kill.
Oh, Mary. Sorry, Keel.
I guess
I'm sorry, I should have involved you.
Yeah.
We'll fuck.
Well, there are only 3 options,
Oh.
and the boys had to go.
Oh, more Mo's throwing shade. Says Keela's bottom energy is fuck.
Oh! Why
Lauren?
does she know
Lauren?
that?
Energy.
Lauren, you don't even know.
Lauren, why do you know that?
Luke, would you kiss another man besides AJ?
He didn't even kiss AJ, so that's a terrible question.
We've
Let
already
me
been
put-
over this.
let me put the
They
record
pecked.
Oh.
We kiss like you kiss
On your cheeks to your
Your
a
grandma.
grandma.
relative.
Yeah. And
Grandma.
and the
Oh no.
yes, AJ.
Oh, no.
Get him, AJ.
Oh, we have to watch that replay.
So apparently the answer is no. It's only
I know,
AJ.
I know.
What's in this?
Best entrance. Best entrance.
All right.
Holy shit.
Who has the best butt in the league?
Bree. She was all up on me last night. And then I was all up on her.
Is that all it takes for you? Like, it's just somebody backs it up on you and
Yep.
the best butt?
Yep, she got a great butt.
So if Luke backs it up on you right now, you have to change your answer?
There's no butt there.
Ooh.
I mean, she's not
Have you
wrong.
seen Bree's butt though?
Hey, yeah, it's nice.
That camera's really weird now.
You're not answering this question?
Oh, yeah.
Best butt in the league?
Everybody else
this
gotta
just
answer.
Lisa?
No comment.
We
No
can-
comment.
No comment.
Someone's gotta say something.
Best button.
Competition butts.
I mean, I already called myself out for best butt in the league.
yeah, we already turned that down, so.
I raised my hand.
I mean, Boys Cakes has a whole team of them.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
mistakes
which
on the
ones?
team.
A whole team.
Just
They're
Put
the-
your,
No,
put your
Billy
top
It's the
five.
whole team.
Billy Goats and Moist
Can't
Cakes
you
probably
go
have the
top-
nicest
top
butts.
five?
They might not all have top energy though.
It doesn't matter.
Someone's gotta be bottom.
Someone's got to be bottom.
Wait, top energy has to have the biggest butt?
No.
Is that usually how it goes?
No, he
No,
would be.
usually, I think normally bottom should have
Well,
the
like
biggest butt.
momentum.
More cushion for the pushing.
More momentum.
Oh, actually, you know what? Let me ask another question here.
Alright,
Who
yeah.
here likes pop music?
Pop?
Is
Yeah.
this
Pop
like a
music.
dirty joke?
No, just pop. You like pop music?
I'm not sure what I answered.
Anybody else like pop music?
Sounds like a dirty
This
joke.
is
It's not a dirty
This is a
joke.
very general question.
Perfect.
It is a
I hope-
general
I hope
question.
it's a dirty joke.
So
I do too.
apparently, people who like pop music are typically bottom energy.
Really?
Yeah.
But when
I
you
mean,
wanna-
I like all
Lots of
kinds of
pop,
music.
But if you like dancing to pop, you
I
should be
feel-
on top.
There's
I feel-
14
Ooh,
different
that
genres.
rhymes. Hear that?
I feel like it was a leading
You
question.
seem to know a lot about pop music.
That's a random statistic I made up. Did you like it?
Oh.
Where are the stats from that? I would like to see more evidence of this.
Is that
you're a
your
pop
stat?
fan?
No, no,
Pop
no,
fan,
no.
You're a bottom?
There's-
He's like, I don't like pop, so I'm not a
It's
bottom.
It is true.
It is true.
I don't know the numbers, but yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, why are we Googling
I mean, it's not
this?
100%,
I would like
but
to
it's
see some
apparently
numbers.
statistically significant.
They have a lot
Are you
of
talking about
questions
if
on
you
Jeopardy.
like pop? Like everyone.
Like if you're a big pop music fan, apparently. Yeah.
As opposed to like liking something that's not,
Not pop music.
So then
Well,
what's it?
I also like things that are not pop music as well. Can you not like multiple?
I don't
things?
like music in general, so
Your go-to
Yeah.
genre.
Oh well, I wouldn't
I
say
hate it.
pop is my
Yes.
go-to.
Yeah.
That's weird.
it's like someone screeching in my ear.
All
You're
right.
listening to the wrong stuff.
How many
Any
Club
music.
Waka teammates have each of the podcasters had sex with?
Start over. I was scream
Oh.
battling over here.
How many Club Waka teammates have each of the podcasters had sex with?
I've stopped
Like the
counting
whole
for a while.
league or your actual team?
But I'm somewhere between
Yeah,
10
this
and 20 or
seems-
so.
Is this a
Is
specific?
this
season?
teammates,
No.
Is
though?
that a specific one?
No, not for the season. We're just talking about.
Are we at week 5?
It doesn't specify whether it's
Technically,
this.
Right.
this
Yeah.
season.
It doesn't say
Come
the
on
season,
now.
but it does say what? I
They
mean,
were all-
teammates, like people on your team, or just.
Or have they been on your team before?
Oh yeah.
I purely sleep with teammates only. Like I won't get outside the team.
So
Yeah, you
are
wanna
you-
keep it-
so-
you wanna
Like
keep
if,
it
if you're
inside.
not if you're not a Jeep squad, it's alright. You got no hopes for the summer season. But you know,
You wanna
I'm
bang
a free
someone.
agent.
So
I'm
is
a
your-
free agent for Mondays.
Is that why you're a free agent?
Looking for the best offer.
That's our team. That's
Yeah, but you can take that shirt off, so we know where you're
Take a
at.
shot every time you
Yeah.
try to get him to take his shirt off.
good. I'm getting kissed.
Was anybody actually answering that one?
I answered
I'm not
it
even
already.
sure how to answer that.
Yes.
What was-
Oh, you have to say a number.
There wasn't a yes or no.
Just said how many. It's a number.
One.
I
Are you
don't know.
answering?
In general?
I gave my walk account last week.
Oh, this is the
I didn't
full
watch
walk
it.
I don't know.
I don't
This
know
is
either.
teammates.
Oh, that would be a weapon
Teammates?
too, I
Yeah,
guess.
then
Just teammates? 2.
alright, we're moving on now.
Dude, your
Oh!
mustache, your mustache is really
We're
weird.
moving
man.
on.
And when you did that, it was so
You're just
creepy.
jealous because you can't do it too.
You saw my goatee. You've seen.
I've seen
Wait
your
till
routine.
wait till tomorrow. Watch what happens.
Yeah, wait till
You're
tomorrow.
gonna grow over.
He already
it.
knows what's gonna happen tomorrow.
Oh, do you want to answer this one?
Which one? Yeah, sure.
Alright.
So the question is, top 3 girls that I'd have sex with on Monday nights. So I'm gonna go out and say Mafalda. 1, because her personality is awesome. 2, because usually she likes girls, so I would like the challenge of kind of like flipping her. I'm gonna go with Luke's teammate Mel. She's pretty attractive. Oh, 3 people. It did say girls.
Oh, okay.
Are
Sorry,
you
Luke.
jealous now?
3 girls.
Like what the hell?
I mean, if you
No,
want to
you.
list me 3 guys after this, that's cool.
And just to make it weird, since it's someone in the room, I'm gonna go Tonya 3. So I mean,
Hey.
she always takes my temperature of the field, so I start getting hot, like right away.
She's going the other way. Just for you.
Oh. Oh. You doing that one, Luke?
Yeah, yes, you didn't turn it down
Oh,
earlier.
yeah. So
You can
Luke,
answer however you want.
if you could fuck your captain, would you?
You know, Matt does twerk really well. So I would definitely. So I'm the top in this situation
I
too.
don't know. Are you
So
supposed
it's
to-
a win-win.
You
So
get
you're
your
like
pick.
pop
You get your pick. Well, you know
I'm
what?
top.
You know what? Matt
Yeah.
likes pop music,
But-
so there you go.
Yeah.
Here's a problem though, right? If he is, a dancer, on your top, are you on the bottom while he's popping it on you, or?
But he
like,
likes pop, so he's a bottom.
Yeah, well, he would
And
be
he
a
doesn't like
bottom
music,
in
so he's a top.
in this
Yeah.
terrible analysis of putting whether people are top or bottom
I think
energy
you're
based
feeling
on whether they
threatened
like.
by that.
I
He's
just
like,
don't-
you wouldn't
I
want
just
But
to
if
do
he's got
that.
him up against the wall and they're both standing up.
I don't.
Someone still has to be.
Somebody's still gotta
Wait,
be.
exactly.
Somebody's still gotta be doing the top work.
That's a lot.
Exactly, so
that's
you
a
don't have
lot
to be
of
on the
work on
bottom to be a bottom.
But if you're gonna take advantage of his twerking skills, you're definitely on the bottom.
Yeah, so you're on a
He's-
chair.
He's topping.
No,
Oh,
you're
I don't know
you're
about a chair. Maybe like that kind of chair.
Oh,
That's what it is.
casting
Listen,
chair.
Yeah, that's casting chair. There's a lot of room in that thing.
There is.
And it's next to a
And
camera.
you're sitting in your
that
bottom.
keeps moving.
The camera that
Yeah.
detects sex.
Just sex detecting camera.
Doctor, how do you feel about getting kicked out of the draft?
I feel great. I've gotten to meet some very cool, awesome people in the Jeep squad. They all have Jeeps, so they're already cooler than I am. So I'm very happy that they didn't allow me in the draft. It's
Yeah.
turned out great.
Well, I mean,
Cheers.
you can actually
There were at least 2 people that stood up for you, just
Yeah.
so you know.
Oh, you still?
I did.
Oh,
I did.
Actually, I
What?
really only
For what?
remember one person really.
I was-
being
I was-
outright.
Someone was
I was
very,
talking to somebody.
someone was very into having me on their team, and
Yeah.
it's sad that I didn't end up on their team, but I'm very happy
Well,
where
on
we
the
ended
plus
up. so.
side, you didn't end up on the worst draft team, so
Hey, you could have.
That's true.
that's true. Yeah.
Because I wasn't on a draft team at all.
Wait, who's the worst draft team right now?
Oh, the one in last place.
Yeah, the one that loses all the time.
Are we getting any rebuttals there?
You
I
can
mean,
guess the beginning.
if you win some games, maybe.
I'm just saying.
Luke,
A lot of-
who would you rather take on a date? Mel, Lauren, or Lisa?
Team drama.
No.
Mel's
And
getting
why?
some
You
action.
know why?
There's no why. That
Is
was
Mel
a hard
watching?
question.
Okay, Mel, comment
Oh,
if you're watching. I want to
I
know.
would say hard no.
That's a hard no. Texas side is 10-4.
Lauren Brink says, I feel the sexual tension in that room and can cut it with a knife.
You don't have to cut it with a knife. Let's just let it simmer.
Oh yeah.
Are you doing that one?
Yeah, he is. He didn't say
Do
no
I get
ahead
it?
of time,
Oh,
so.
yeah,
Are any of
sure.
these mine?
You cross off all your questions apparently.
Oh,
I'm
that's
not.
right.
Yeah, so we're just
Luke,
gonna start
is
asking random
Rose
ones.
in your top 3 all time?
No.
Ouch.
Oh,
I mean, that was a easy.
You can't say no.
You're
Why?
just ready
I could
for that.
say no.
Well, I mean, that was just said no.
Alright, I think this was your question, right?
I didn't ask any questions.
I'm
I didn't
pretty
type
sure
any questions.
You had
But
to.
I will ask him that question if you want me to.
Yes,
Go for
do
it, go
it.
Luke, will you take that shirt off? No, someone actually wrote a question to Luke. Will you go out with me?
But we don't
They
know.
can't claim it, so I guess I claim it. Will you go out with me?
Now's your chance to
I mean,
post in the thing.
I don't know. I don't know.
Should you get
I
that
don't know how it's
on
gonna work.
me
We're
or
both tops.
something?
Alex Noctur, I would. Someone post yet? We'll go out with you. Okay.
Oh, okay,
No,
cool.
no one posted, so
I
it's
really
just-
thought you were
okay.
gonna kiss him.
He's not a kisser. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a top. I don't kiss.
yeah.
Lauren Mokes is complaining about her questions getting scratched out. Well, we know we had the horrible questions.
Which ones? Votes. Go ahead and just type them in, and then we can answer them from now.
Doctor, who's the best girl on your team?
I would say, all right. So we have a lot of good girls on our team, but Emily probably impressed me the most in the first week because like she was like super aggressive out there. Like she was just like anytime the ball was like kicked up by her, she was like me, get the fuck out of the way. Like I'm catching this ball. Like she was kind of a boss. You know, I like that
Wait,
about her.
which one did you say?
She also talks a lot of trash to the other teammates, which is impressive to me for somebody who has, you know, this is their first season in the league. So I was always impressed by Emily.
Oh, yo, she's the one who attacked me going from second to third.
Exactly. You better not come through.
I
Emily's
fist bumped her
gonna
for that.
put you down.
Yo, I was going from second to third. She came at me and was like, whoa. And then after the game, I was like, yo, you aggressive. She's like, yeah. I'm like, sweet. Yeah.
But I will say, yo, we're talking about shout outs. Mary had some very sweet catches last week while we were getting our ass beat by Billy Goats. You know,
She did.
she caught the ball
As I was repping.
very well at home, and then you know, ass planted, you know, to get the out at home. So you know, well done, Mary.
What's the grass situation for Monday night?
It's gonna be longer than last week, so everybody, you
And
know,
wetter.
get your high knees in.
And
Yeah.
smushier.
It'll be better than, I'll promise it will be better than last Monday.
Will the lights come on?
Perfect. Now we need
I'm
to
not
read
promising.
all of Lauren Motes'
Okay.
question on the podcast.
What is she doing?
Well, they're all for you, so
Of
if
course
you're
they
ready.
are. Thanks, Lauren.
Yeah, probably all the ones that were scratched.
That wasn't her. I hope
So
not.
where are we going?
Oh,
Well,
wait.
those are the only questions
Alright.
scratched.
I'll
She's
have to-
complaining about her questions.
I have to have a talk with Lauren.
Girl. You have a cat?
Oh.
No. It's the dolls.
Oh, okay.
Luckily the dolls are
Oh.
now.
Do we have anything else to talk about?
Apparently Lauren's questions.
Lauren's questions.
Do I have to look at them?
Apparently she doesn't even have a phone right now.
Who,
So,
Lauren?
yeah.
Oh. Does she type it on her computer?
She's getting other people to ask her questions apparently. So.
Oh, it probably died because she uses my charger like all the time.
I don't know. Well, guess what? Phone dead, you don't get to ask questions, I guess.
Let's go. Lightning
Alright,
round.
so everybody gets to ask somebody else a question
I
here.
don't see any of Lauren's questions on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, which Lauren are we talking about?
Notes.
Yeah, I don't see any of her questions. I just see Lauren Brink. And
All right.
now I'm just staring.
Yeah, she posted
my
more
phone.
notes' question.
Lisa, I have a question for you. This question is, could you please rank the male captains in attractiveness level from least
So you
to
did
most
submit
attractive?
questions.
I didn't. I'm just basing off of questions that I saw submitted that you know got bounced out. You know, so I did not submit
Wait,
any.
no, they were gone before you got here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Who? What?
What was the question again? I don't even know. I can't remember who everybody is.
Would you like everybody listed?
Yes.
So who's the male captain of your team?
Yes, he's already having sex with him though.
I'm the top though. I'll be a bond
He
if I
wants
need
to
to.
pop.
Okay.
I think teams are there.
So the male captain of his team is
McNulty.
yeah. And then for my team, his name is Mikey.
He
He
wasn't.
plays charger.
You'll be so
nice. He's shorter.
Oh, is he
He
the one that
takes
tried to
on-
ninja John and John jumped over
Yes.
it? Yeah, I remember that play. That was a good play.
Okay. And
He
you
was like a
got
leprechaun.
you got Levy, and then
Why'd you like point
well,
at
it's her
Oh,
it's her
okay.
team.
Oh, I
And
didn't
then you also got Corey Gross, and
write
you've
this
got
down. This is too much. Oh, we forgot.
There's only like 8. I mean,
yeah.
No, I've had a lot of vodka. I need to write this down.
That's damn too long.
This is way too much effort. They're
ask
all-
simpler questions.
Yes,
Okay.
simpler.
Who do you think is hotter?
It's like another fuck, marry, kill kind of
Yeah, pretty much.
thing. The dolls are attacking.
AJ
Why don't throw me in this?
or
I don't want to be in this.
You already made out with Luke.
I don't want to be in this.
Oh, we're
Okay.
out now. That's cool.
I know that I'm gonna lose in whatever question because I know how people are.
All right, new question. Who's hotter?
Yes.
You've got. Fuck.
You're
You
trying
got,
way too hard.
yeah, no. Well, I had to, like,
Someone
similar
else asked a question. His suck.
Yeah,
Someone else asked a
you asked
question.
somebody a question. Well, he thinks.
Luke, do you have something
brainstorms.
better?
Someone's got to brainstorm a little.
Okay.
This doesn't have to be me. You can ask. Not fair.
You don't have anything? Maybe this podcast should just send.
I mean, we have been going like about an hour.
Alex, special question.
Oh, we're inviting
Come on.
him to join.
You want to tease us? A little
You said
question?
Alex. Oh. You want me to join the podcast?
What is your name?
I mean,
Ask a question.
oh,
he's
you want me
gotta
to
ask
ask
a
a
question.
question?
Please do.
We've really run out of topics.
How's
I
the
mean-
end of season party coming?
Ooh, there you go.
It's happening here.
In with the same.
Honestly,
I'm giving
I
you
haven't
time.
thought about the end of season party at all yet.
We're
I'm
at the
not
end
gonna
of
lie.
the season. 5 weeks. We're like there.
How many kids?
Is the end of the season normally on a Monday, or could it be on the weekend?
Are
Typically,
there,
we do it on the weekend.
Would
are
there
the
be
kegs
thongs?
full of craft beer? Thongs?
What?
What'd you say?
I don't.
So last end of season party, had like what 2 kegs of Bud Light, 2 sixtels of craft beer, and then some well drink tickets too. But obviously with COVID, the budget's significantly smaller.
And was it at Buckingham?
It was a bucket
Whole
hits.
sack of
Yeah, I'm gonna swing my program away. No, you know what? I'm gonna splurge. I'll get a case. Get a case.
of natty. Perfect.
if they're on sale.
But I did talk with John before the season, and we're gonna work out something. Because obviously small business and stuff like that have had a little bit of a rough time with everything going on. I mean, especially even like normally on a Monday night we've got people there until they close at 2 o'clock in the morning drinking, and obviously they're done at 10 o'clock now. So it's been rough on them. It will be for a while. We haven't had our normal sponsorship setups with all of our sponsor bars. But like I said, I did talk with John, and we'll figure something out. It probably won't be as crazy as some of our parties have been. Pretty much come up and drink all night for free, but we'll come up with something.
Good question.
I was giving him time to come up with a question.
Oh yeah, back to you.
Oh, you got it now.
You have some questions you'd like to answer?
no one can even see me over here.
They can
We
do
So
can
it.
just
hear
speak
you.
loud. Speak loud. Ask the question loud.
Would you like to sit on Luke's lap?
That's fine. I wasn't supposed to be a part of this podcast.
There was no. I'm just gonna note there was no delay there.
Yeah.
It was instantaneously.
Whatever, I mean, I guess people already know I'm here.
There you go.
You did have that on.
Oh
So
shit.
stupid.
Here comes the cheeks.
Damn.
Man.
I think AJ has the fattest ass.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
hold on. We have a request from Lauren Brink.
Of course we do. From,
Can Tonya and Lisa demonstrate their dancing skills?
Oh.
wait a minute, that's not from Lauren Brink, that's from Lauren Moats.
Maybe, I don't know. but it says Lauren Brink.
Yeah, well, we know what Lauren witnessed last night.
That was a poor
Which
question.
one? Votes or Brink?
Moats. She was part of. Somebody was part of it. I don't
You
remember.
killed this, quit.
I know. I'm out of vodka.
There was a lot of parts.
So are we
Do you
done?
guys need music or?
We are not going to demonstrate it because we've not had enough
Do you
alcohol.
need somebody to beatbox?
That
for
was
you,
like
or-
12 drinks deep. We need more alcohol.
You, it has to be
Tequila.
recreated. You can't just imagine it.
Oh, I can
You
imagine.
can imagine it.
No, I can't actually. I'm a very
Alright.
visual learner.
Well, I guess
I'm
we'll
like,
wrap this
Jay,
up.
You have a question, I know you
It's
do.
been like an hour.
What is your
Oh,
question?
do I have to ask a question? Okay. Luke, who are your top 3 least attractive co-captain females and why?
He only has one co-captain.
No, just
Horrible
any of them.
question.
Oh,
It's a
in
horrible
general.
question.
That is
And
a
why?
pretty terrible question.
That's a
Oh,
horrible
and why?
question.
I feel like you're.
Actually, let's change it up.
Uh-oh.
Let's
Okay.
name your
It's
top
not
3
college
female.
drama.
Which 3 female captains do you find most attractive?
Oh, that went the other direction.
Captains, though.
Oh, we're back to
So
this
far now?
again.
Oh, God.
So the ones that don't get any know they
Basically, we can all agree that Luke and Lisa are the worst at this game.
You asked me about like 18
All right.
people.
Thank everybody for
A whole
watching.
fucking 8.
We'll wrap this up.
See you later, Cowboys.
Sorry, I killed another podcast. As
Yes.
soon as I joined it,